Hi everyone, it's Sean G. Murphy. I wanted to just take a quick moment to share with you a couple of ideas about the power of events. I've got a lot of friends who are out at events this weekend, going to their corporate or regional events, and I want to make sure that you're going to get the most from them. So here's what the focus of this quick video is going to be about. How to get more of your team to the next event, right? Because we always get to ask that question. So how many of you would have liked to have more of your team members at this event? And everyone raises their hand. So I'm going to show you how to do that and then get more members back in the business because you attended this event. Now, that's important to understand because when you go back to your teams, a lot of times they feel uncomfortable because they didn't go. They wanted to go. They were planning on going. So let's see what we can do to help you with that. Again, for those of you that I haven't had a chance to meet, my name is Sean G. Murphy, and I have a training university called Mental Profits. Your thoughts create your income. So this is about you spending your time and your money at an event. I want to make sure that you get it back. This is the secret of turning a weekend event into 90 days of new growth. So are you ready? So what's your story? What's your story when you come back from the event? See, many people come back and they go, oh, man, it was so much information. I'm going to start working on Tuesday. You know, this wasn't a vacation you went on. Yeah, it was great, some great memories. For some of you, it might be the only vacation, quote, vacation or travel that you get, but it's really not a vacation. You don't need 2 days to recover. You need to get into action. Okay, because yes, there was a tremendous amount of information that was covered. Yes, you made some great friends, but the reality is that you have to, as the phrase goes, strike while the iron is hot. So let's see how we can help you do that. It is your business. And I'm going to show you 3 simple steps to help you capitalize on the time and the money that you just spent. Step 1. Know how to tell your event story so it inspires and doesn't depress. Now, what I mean by that is people are always going to be excited to see the pictures. They're going to watch you on Facebook. They're going to see the notes on Twitter. But you want to make sure they don't feel bad about not being able to go. This is a unique skill that you can learn to take people up to success as opposed to down to failure. Know how to tell your story so it inspires. Tell it from the perspective that they can benefit from you having been there. I'll get into that in just a minute. Step 2, be given permission to tell your event story. How many times do we go back and we say, oh my gosh, you should have been there. Oh, it would have been so great for you. Well, they didn't really give you permission to have you beat them up. So I'm going to show you how to get permission to tell and share your excitement. And then step 3, get commitment to help them reach their why. Now, this can happen. It happens so easily. Let me just put it that way. When you know how to do it. And I'm going to show you that here in just a second. So here we go. Step 1, the story. There are 3 stories you must learn to tell from your event. We all go back telling our story, and we don't get good at it. But here's what I really want you to know. You have to learn how to tell your story. What are the 3 things that you learn that you can use to build your business bigger? Because if you want people to get to the next event, they need to know that you got something from it. You need to give them specifics. And I did another training on the quadrants, right? Clarify, qualify, create expectation. You need to know which quadrant that person is in, so that you know how to explain these 3 things that are the 3 things they're looking for. You know, folks, this is a business. This isn't a hobby. This isn't something that you're trying to just kick the tires in. If you went to an event, you're looking to create results that will pay you and your family. So that's what I'm going to be talking to you about. So you need to know your story. What are the 3 things you learn that you can use to build your business bigger? Because when they hear that you have 3 things, they're going to want 3 things for themselves. The second one is the company story. What 3 things did you see the company doing better now that will help you in your business? Everyone wants to know they're a part of some kind of growth, something that's going to move them forward. and then their story. This one, very few people get. When I coach and mentor folks, they're like, oh, yeah, I kind of know so-and-so. I met someone from, they were from somewhere, and they had a great story. What was it? Find 3 people that were there at the event who you are going to use to explode, you're going to use to explode your business. So what I'm saying is that these people that are part of this new audience that you're using, what are their stories? What are the stories they have that you can use to build your business? It doesn't matter if they're cross-line or upline or downline or brand new or seasoned. You need to find, it's all about 3. Find 3 people that were at the event who are going back to explode their business because they're excited. You want to breed that excitement. You want to cross that excitement over into your business. So that's what that's about. So make sure that if you've got names of folks, if you've got cards, remember the 3 people that are excited. You call them back today, tonight, tomorrow, whatever, as soon as you can, and get to know them and get to know their story. So that's part of step 1. So step 2, this is all about the permission. They wanted to go and know it would have been tremendous value. So how do you get them excited to get back to work and to join you at the next event, right? And how do you do this? With them giving you permission. Folks, when you start to see how this works, you'll begin to understand it's the power of the language that you use. It's understanding the way they speak. It comes from the mindset that they have. So here's a simple question that you can ask. What's that thing that you're focusing on in the next 30, 60 days? So when you're talking to somebody on your team or a new prospect or somebody you've been prospecting, you ask them the question. Let me ask you, we were talking a while back and you had some goals on your plate that you wanted to accomplish. Have any of those changed? Tell me, what's that thing that you would want to really get solved, get a solution for in the next 30, 60 days? And then listen. See, because if you ask that, what you're showing them is that you've got the opportunity, you've got the chance to give them a solution to something specific in their life. So, again, learn how to ask that question and it'll make tremendous sense. So, remember, people will do what they have always done until the day they've had enough. That's my point. Listen, you want them to focus on something they know they can do because they're not going to change because you came back from an event all excited and you've got a tremendous business plan or you've got a new product or you've got a new widget. People are going to do what they've always done until the day they've had enough. The key is to be that solution so they know that it's the day they've had enough. So step 3, commitment. Now this one, folks, it takes you having the confidence to move forward. So tell me, is that goal worth your time and energy? This is when you understand, if you got to go listen to the Clarify, Qualify, Create Expectation training. I did a 30-minute video. It's out there on the web that you can find. Go to mlmsuccess.mentormoment.com, fill out the form on the right, and you'll go directly to that 30-minute video. Because here's what's important. You need to know which quadrant to ask the questions from so you can speak their language if you want better results. Because that's all it is that you're getting results. Everything you do, oh, well, man, I didn't do good at all at that. No, you did good. You did well. You got a result. The question is that the result you want to repeat? So tell me, is that a goal worth your time or energy? Because you want them to commit to it. See, it's the Clarify, Qualify, Create Expectation. And this is really in a nutshell. So that 30-minute video will give you a tremendous insight on how to build this success. So here's a quick recap. You need to know your story. How many stories? 3. Your story, company story, their story. Right? What 3 things are you going to use to build your business? What 3 things is the company doing better? And what 3 people can you now use to go build your business with? Okay? Commitment. You want to make sure that you get commitment from people, and the way that you get commitment from them to work on their goals, to move forward on the targets that they want to set, to achieve the results they believe are the results they want, is you have to get permission. You have to get permission from them. And this is where we've all heard about it, permission marketing, all of these things. How do we get people excited to be a part of our business? Well, they have to give you permission. And how are they going to give you permission? Why would they give you permission? It's because they see you as one thing only, a solution. So again, I go into a lot of depth in that 30-minute video in Clarify, Qualify, Create Expectation. So mlmsuccess.mentormoment.com, fill out the form, and you'll have that at your access. So here it is. So decide if you really want to win. Is this a hobby or a plan B that needs to work for you and your family? What if you could be guaranteed success? No matter your decision, think about it. Would you want guaranteed success? Say you wanted to make $2,000 a month in 120 days. Do you really want to do that? If you're willing to commit to that, I'll guarantee to your success. So make a decision. If you want to do it, if you're excited about it, if you know now is the right time to build your business, just decide and stick to it, because I'm going to guarantee your success. There's plenty of places online. You can even send me an email. I'd love to help you with a 30-minute business review, especially from this weekend, how to leverage it, how to go back to talk to some of the people. I'll help you with some of the quadrants of folks that are already on your team inside of this 30 minutes, because you may not have the time to become an expert at understanding the quadrants after you watch that Clarify, Qualify, Create Expectation training. Just let's do it. Let's do it now. You can Google me, for those of you that I haven't had the chance to meet. If you're serious about your success and you said, I finally want a training that's going to make sure it puts its money where its mouth is, go to first.mentormoment.com and lock in your success to guaranteed. And let's put a plan together. And if you want, call me. Feel free to call me right now. If this is something that's inspiring you, getting you excited, make the phone call. The phone call is free. It does cost your time, but the phone call is free. Let's see if there's something that I can do to bring you more value. Congratulations on attending your event. Congratulations on building your success. And you know what? I appreciate you, because my mission in life is to be a better dad, better husband. And I do that by putting more smiles in the world. So hopefully you've got a little smile on your face. And you know what? You're going to share that with someone today. And for that, I'm grateful. So this is Sean Murphy. Find me on Facebook. Leave a comment on this video. Share this with friends. I want people to have more of what they want and less of what they don't. So I'll see you where? That's right, at the next event. Till then, thanks everyone, and bye for now.